India, anyways, has been sort of streamlining their entire energy around this. If you look at our services exports, right, and the components of it, right, unlike what we have seen basically, where there was a certain level of dominance coming in from the IT and the ancillary segments, right, that dominance eventually has sort of started diminishing down. So, in a very larger sense, which I was saying earlier as well, that not only from the IT per se, but it could be the renewable energy, it could be the other trade barriers, whatever it is, basically, our services components at large have diversified significantly. So there is plethora of scope basically for the two nations to eventually work upon.
What about India's position standalone after the elections? Things have looked up for India. And I think I'll just highlight the fact that from a market standpoint, investors always are looking for political stability. It doesn't matter to them so much who's in power, but whether or not the Prime Minister in power has the runway for policy making, for policy continuity. And so to that extent, do you think India is insulated from what may happen globally because Prime Minister Modi's come back and is likely to have another 5 years?
So, in a nutshell, basically, India continues to be a story on its own today, right? You always have your task cut out, basically, when you head out for an election for the third term, which India eventually never has witnessed for the last 30, 40 years now, okay? One good silver lining, obviously, is that Modi has come back, and they are not really far off from the majority per se. So it's not really that, there's a bit of a shakeability from the entire larger structure point of view. The couple of coalition partners also who have eventually joined this particular government, right? Historically, they have been pro-growth. So we don't really anticipate much of a disruption coming in from the policy continuity point of view. I guess at a larger level, basically, the policy template and the shape of the economy, which India has been witnessing for the last decade and a half, that is pretty much likely to continue. Where possibly we see, or rather anticipate, a bit of a intense effort coming into play, and I guess the first cue will eventually come from the budget, which is scheduled for this particular month, is the low pyramid of the consumption, right? This particular government eventually will have to do a bit of a work there. And my sense is that at a larger level, basically, you will see that the rural recovery, which eventually has been a very mixed bag for India per se, right? I guess from the policy impetus point of view, there is a larger level of work that eventually we will start witnessing from here onwards. But otherwise, apart from this, whatever that India has seen eventually in past for a decade and a half, that continuity remains pretty much sacrosanct for now.